Hi, hello, welcome to the Galactic Consularship brought to you by Vertex of Abundance. My name is Supreme Priestess Abossi. I will be your oracle today. I was sent to deliberate the findings for Libra. That could be rising. If you do not know your rising, go to your North Node. That's how this is designed. Everything else becomes less accurate unless you have a special chart or a special time of the year. Check everything secondary to the rising sign because this talks about what's coming towards you. It's your aura, your life path, spirit, karma, destiny. It's what you're on the path of already. Other things require special types of consciousness, and that's only that wanes and waxes during different times of the year. So for Aquarius season, the Libra rising Aquarius will be the fifth house. Okay, and we have the Queen of Wands with the Two of Wands, so that means we are needing to have options. We're needing to make a change here. We're needing to weigh something up. With the Nine of Wands, it could also mean that we're needing to remain resilient to obstacles, to barriers. Grant me just a moment. In respect to the fifth house, it's something about our drive, desires, passions, motivations. It can be our generative energy, the love we give ourselves and others. The Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands, especially confirmed by the Two of Wands, means we might need to let our guard down in some way, but we're picking and choosing what. And then we have the Justice card here, which would talk about something coming into alignment, and it's happening over the next couple of days. Libra. Also, Libra. Okay. So Libra rising, we also have the Libra card here. So, excuse me, we may be dealing with somebody with a Sagittarius moon. To a lesser degree, if we're dealing with somebody with the Sagittarius moon, they could have their moon in our third house. So somebody's idea, somebody's soul, somebody's energy, somebody's vibration is coming over into the place where we typically learn lessons, where we learn how to handle up, level up. And it's almost like we're having to incorporate somebody else's plan, somebody else's desire, somebody else's energy into our own plans before we're even ready with our own plans. You need a moment to process what's going on before you decide what to do, before you're open to allow other people's energy, entity, ideology to come on in through, pull through, and handle up on business. So it's like an imposition is another interpretation. That's not what I'm getting, but that is interpretation. Just with the setup and the opening spiel, how the energies kind of jive together. And then we can do a little clarification before we move on. This means soul healing here. We might be a humble leader, especially one of the high spiritual rank. This is the kind of person whose energy speaks for itself. They don't need to come around, pull around, handle up, saying, like, look at me. This is what I is. Do you know who I am? Do you know what I is? It's kind of obvious. Their soul is healed a little bit. They might have had some kind of soul retrieval or healing, especially sitting, enshrining into the soul group. They've purged, they've cleansed, they've cleared. This could be us as well. Let's see what the intervention is here, because that's what I'm getting. Some kind of energy wants to intercede, intervene, interrupt, interject, interfere. And then as I was getting into the meditation, I heard two things. God is watching you, and it was Libra and Scorpio. So what's that about? So we have the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands, Two of Wands means we're desiring some kind of option, some kind of choice. We're desiring to weigh things up. Nine of Wands, Knight of Wands means we're kind of wanting to leverage our strength, leverage our boundaries, leverage kind of our barrier, maybe scan the perimeter, take a cold hard look at things. Knight of Wands, Three of Wands here. Yeah, we're trying to call something in, and we know we need to kind of pick and choose our battles. We also know that we need to kind of leverage our energy, leverage our options. And then Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, we're calling something in. We're needing something to appear. We're needing something to progress. Okay, and then we have the Page of Wands. So Page of Wands, Two of Wands. We are feeling like we have options. We're feeling at a crossroads. We're feeling like we have choices. And Page of Wands, Nine of Wands. We're feeling strong. but we also could be feeling weary or wounded. Page of Wands, Three of Wands. So we're also feeling a small achievement versus accomplishment, like we're feeling like we're gaining traction of some kind. Eight of Swords, the Temperanda, the Temperance card here. So again, we could have a Sagittarius moon. We do. Also, there's a Gemini rising here. And I'm hearing that again. God is watching you. God is watching you. I'm really butchering the lyrics. I'm kind of making fun. Hardy har har. It's not a funny matter. So there's soul retrieval here. Healing of the soul group as well. We found our place, whether it's clear or not, whether we've moved into it or not, whether other people are not noticing or acknowledging or not. We found our place. There's also Sun and Scorpio energy here. So remember what I said? God is watching you, Libra and Scorpio. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm sensing. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah, do you want to be a baller? Shot caller. There is a lot of humility here in terms of our power. So you know how they say money talks, wealth whispers. So the boss, when they walk in the room, they don't need to remind you that they're your boss. They have a bright, flashing, blinking red light above their head that says, watch me, be wary, caution, caution. I can control your livelihood. I can tell your children where to go to school, you know, how often you get to put groceries on the table, how well you get to pay your mortgage. And of course, you can always get another job, but that's a person that linchpin to your livelihood. So there's something here called role power, relationship power, and expertise power. A person should only leverage, if at all possible, ideally, they should only leverage their relational power. They don't need to jump to the role, I'm your boss. They don't need to jump to expertise power, I'm the doctor. They need to just be like, listen, this is what I think, and since I have enough rapport with you, this is what I would advise that happens. This is what I would advise you to do. That's always much more influence and it's always much better. And so this is a person that's taken that, whether they know it or not. They're leveraging role power, meaning are the relation. I mean, they're they're leveraging relational power here. Yeah, because there's changes going to be made. They might have to dip back into the role power. They might have to be like, listen, I know that we're friendly, but I'm not your friend. I'm your boss. So I know that we're friendly, but I'm not your friend. I'm your mama. Does that make sense? Um, you know, listen, honey, I like you on occasion. I love you every day, but I like you even on occasion. But right now, I'm gonna smack that ass. Excuse my language, but like, you know, you better recognize here's the back of my hand. Should you get reacquainted? That's the narrative I'm getting here. Let us confirm. Yeah, we're gonna have to show off a spot, secure a position because somebody's tripping. Things are getting rather precarious with the Nine of Swords here. Okay, I gotta adjust the camera. I'll be right back. It was just what I was saying. Like we're acting a little too friendly. Three of Cups. We need to back away from that. Withdraw just a little bit. Eight of Cups. Something's getting precarious. Nine of Swords. I love you every day, but I don't always like you. I trust you, but you know I don't always respect you. So that's or I respect you, but I don't always trust you, which you know is even worse. But King of Cups, Eight of Cups. I'm feeling withdrawn. King of Cups, Three of Cups. I'm feeling connected but withdrawn. Nine of Swords. Yeah, something's percolating here that needs to be addressed. Okay. Okay, there's also that song, Love of My Life, my best friend. And you, I can depend, yeah. What is that, Erica Badu? Because Hierophant with the Lover's card typically talks about being a very fair leader, being a very fair elder, but this is an overseer energy. It can be a grandparent as well. A grandparent may have to take care of the grandchild for a while. Mostly male. Sun card with the Hermit card could be grandfather. Sun card with the Strength card could be grandmother. It could also be Sun in Virgo or material abundance. Ooh, this tea's too warm. So we have the Hermit with the Magician. That's a very skilled leader or skilled teacher or skilled elder. It's a humble elder, humble teacher with the Temperance card here, and it's the same thing, a humble leader, a skilled leader. So something is culminating, Libra. It's almost like a pinnacle because we've taken the time to go within, find soul's wisdom, that kind of thing. Oh, I'm hearing that Kanye song. I don't know if my manager insults me again, I will be assaulting him after manager up. Then I don't remember who, but know the name of the song. Let's go back. Back then, look at my check wasn't no. Okay, so it was almost like, okay, somebody doesn't see my value, somebody doesn't respect me, somebody doesn't isn't checking for me the right way. They're only looking for flaws, they're not looking for character, they're not looking for value. It's like, I'm darned if I do, I'm darned if I don't, I might as well. And the might as well isn't do the wrong thing. I might as well worry about myself. I might as well handle it on myself. I might as well lead myself, excuse me. I might as well lead myself, I might as well, give myself the answer, is what I'm trying to say here. So we have a double nine, a pair of nines usually means isolation. We needed to take space, but I feel like it was somebody else or something else here. Yeah, actually, something is gonna move on or transition or culminate or because we're not as gullible or we're not as stupid or we're not as dumb or I don't know what words to use. It doesn't seem like these adjectives are very positive or kind. There's also a double page here, which typically can mean learning or children. It's almost as if there was some naivete here. There was a lot of temptation, but we're stronger than people can recognize. Again, with the fifth house, it's drive, desires, passions, motivations, heart's ambition, soul's desires. It's the love we give ourselves and others. So oftentimes there'd be temptation. Energies, entities, ideologies might think that we come to play in a kind of way that they'd be able to lure us out, get us interested in something that might be a distraction. Dangle some fruit or make some kind of fun. They might take a risk. The fifth house is also the house that F around find out because it's the F around house. You typically find out in the eighth house. But it can be as soon as the sixth house, but that comes with the debt, something you need to work off, pay off. They take me to the bathroom, bad me, asking me about some gas. I'm hearing that cadence. We all know it. It's Mr. West. We'll leave that there. So we also have a pair of twos. Ooh, okay. So planting some seeds, seeing something reap, seeing something pay off because we secure some kind of position. I want to fly. I want to spread my wings and take off. We have a double knight, pair of knights here. What's this pair of knights? Okay, so there is something hidden. It's latent feelings. It might be love, it might be connection. So I'm getting two different things. We might be off in our own world, doing our thing, handling up on our own, not getting a lot of guidance from external energies, entities, ideologies. And honestly, like there might be something, someone vying for our attention, something that needs our attention. So the gate's trying to open up here. Grant me a moment. Student, grant me a moment. Okay. Yeah, so damage is at risk of being done. It's coming through, pulling through, and we're gonna handle up on it if we can, but we needed to find a different perspective. We needed to see something and then decide to work on something. And that, okay, well, that was the truth. There might have needed to be some healing or awakening on our end. And also it was a timing issue. We might have been asleep, unawakened, unhealed. We might have been sleeping on something. Mhm. So we actually have a three pages. Yeah, something needs to be attended to because there's eyes on us, and it's very clear with the moon, that's usually the case. It's very clear that we might, if we don't take action, something's going to be lost or damage is going to be done. There's feelings of love here, affection. Somebody feels happy or potentially happy. Um, they're even open to like intimacy here with the Six of Cups and the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is your feelings. So the pages are your feelings, but they're typically feelings can manifest as different things. In the cups, it's the feelings. So Page of Cups, Two of Cups, Page of Cups, Ten of Cups, Page of Cups, Six of Cups. Somebody is open to sex, but it's not even about sex. It's like making love, and it doesn't always have to be coitus, copulation, bed pleasures. It could be anything that is intimacy, intimacy, warmth, trust, closeness, vulnerability, sharing feelings, getting woochie coochie kumbaya lullaby, all that stuff. Ten of Cups, happily ever after, feeling a part of a family, part of a unit, part of the community, part of a couple, long-term relationship, happily ever after. I think we just got to learn meet the okay, almost. It's the somebody might have their sun in Virgo or be a Virgo midheaven. That's a Sagittarius rising. Yeah, if my man in Jim insults me again, I will be assaulting him. So we are insulting somebody. Not in a way, I mean, it's kind of minor. I wouldn't say minor because they can hold a grudge, but it's like it's something that's new or just starting, or it's not that big of a deal if information gets shared. Like this could easily be turned around. It's not like some grievance. It might just be a slight, a simple slight, like we're getting the message delayed. Somebody could be a Taurus rising. Somebody could be a Sagittarius rising, Sagittarius moon, Gemini rising. Aries rising. The Aries rising has Mars in the first house. Somebody could be Jupiter in Pisces. So we're at risk of losing something else. Something's a little bit austere. There's something carrying a flame for us. There's somebody that wants to get a relationship off the ground and they're carrying a flame for us. Would be Libra, and that's it. We've been chosen. Somebody has chosen us out of a sea full of. This is a person with many options, and they're making a choice in us. We're gonna see it very suddenly. I'm hearing that. I can see it all now. I can see it all now. I can see it all now. I can see it. I can see it. Yeah, the gospel's here. Okay, we got the heaven choir. So we have an ovation. All right, so here's what's up. There's a relationship pending, and it's a little bit more serious than the usual relationship, and that's just something I need to mention. That in the fifth house is typically when they start. So it's a pre-serious relationship in the fifth house, because when it's serious, it jumps to the seventh house, partnership, union. But when it's just like we're just past dating, we're newly coupled up, that's the fifth house. It even could talk about falling into bed pleasures. So it's the beginning. We see those activities in other houses. The fifth house rules the love we give ourselves and others, but here we go, the fifth house. A lot of people think when they do the strength card that talks about the fifth house, it's not true. It's the sun card that talks about the fifth house. I can see it all. I can see it all. Yeah, okay, so there's something here for us, and it's a relationship. And this is very specific to Libra rising. If you don't know your rising, start with your North Node. Yeah, no, there's something here. I'm getting a slight detection that we kind of wanted this. We might have called this in some kind of way. We were wanting love and it showed up, but it's not show. We're kind. I'm hearing the word back to the middle. Okay, there's Libra, there's love. And we're acting kind of stupid right now. I gotta say it like that because we're feeling that we're not feeling it with that person and we need to change something up. We're too far over to one side of the road and we need to be in the middle of the road. Maybe our strengths are too not our strength. Maybe we're too strong in our standards or something. I don't mean like we need to lower our standard. I mean like we need to broaden our focus, meaning we have a very small parameter of what would constitute a connection. Maybe they need to communicate to us something. Maybe they need to look a certain way. And so we're missing what's right in front of us. Not that we would overlook it if we knew the truth, but right now we're not even able to perceive the truth because there is a connection here. It's right in front of us. And we are the ones doing something that's blocking it. We've had that twice now. We need to see things from a different perspective because we want the same things, but we're going about it in a different way. And it's gone from 10 of Cups to 10 of Pentacles. So this is a legacy relationship. It's for the books. We have a pair of tens here. What's that about? We're ready. Love is here. I can see it all. I can see it all. Okay, so love is here, by the way. But again, it's third mention that we're blocking it. Love is here, but we're blocking it in some way with our thinking. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Oh, fourth mention, we're blocking it. So that could also mean that something might be stripping it. Typically, it's our stinking thinking, but because I don't see a witch, I don't see witchcraft, I don't see warcraft, I don't see statecraft, I don't see tradecraft. I see stupido. Sun in Sagittarius, Moon in Sagittarius, Mars in Aries, Aries rising, Libra rising, Gemini rising, Taurus rising, Taurus Mars. Moon in Sagittarius, if I didn't say already. So we have a double seven here, meaning there's an alert. We might have been manipulated in some kind of way, told something that was different than how it appeared in reality, whether it was a lie or an untruth, a falsity, or whatever, what have you. And we're buckling under the pressure of that. And it made karmic causes. We took on something and we need to cleanse and clear ourselves from that. The Six of Cups confirms. We were told no in some kind of way, or so we were perceived. Because somebody's sitting there in love with us right in front of us. And they're trying to get us to work things out, whether they said it or not. I just flashed into a conversation, so I'm overwhelmed here. I'm being it's not just a channel anymore; it's anchoring to my body physically. So we have the Emperor pop out, now we have the Empress pop out. So clearly this is anchored into the physical. Somebody has their Venus in Scorpio here. The love is hidden; it's right in front of us, but it's hidden. Because there's multiple people that know about this love, and they're looking at us whittle through options, and somebody wants to feel chosen, or they're not going to come forward because chosen. I love my job. Yeah, this is a taking a stand in love here. I rarely see it in collective readings. I see it in personal readings sometimes, but very rarely do I see this in collective readings. This is also the archangel of love. So Archangel Haniel, of course, duh, that's Haniel. This is a Haniel child. I attract a lot of Haniel people, so of course I know that, but that's not a universal thing. Okay, and then there's the Emperor, El Emperatore. I can see it all. I can see it all. I had to let that out. I couldn't keep it in. Okay. Spontaneous giddy. Okay, let's take a look at the love here. What's up with the love, Baba? Tell us, please. Okay, so we might already be married in the heavens, is really what I'm detecting, but let me see here. Um, Somebody's going through a dark night of the soul. We need to approach somebody and say, hey, do you care for me? Are you catching the feeling? I don't mean to make light or make fun because they're kind of checking out and they are going through a dark night of the soul, but we got to just clue somebody in just a little quick second because it's time. We're right at that place where we could lose out on this. And here's what I'm getting. Those are like, okay, hold on. We got to check one more thing. Okay, so we need to have a meeting of the minds, clear the air, because there's a healing, a massive healing point. Somebody is feeling a little bit some kind of way about this connection. It's the truth. They might have asked to F, like to jump into bed, and we're like, okay, but I need to know what this is, how this is, what this is gonna be. Because both parties are being led in this direction. Yeah, heading in the right direction. I can see the light of day. Is that India Ari? Yes, of course. She comes through all the time. Yeah, I love Priestess music. So here's what I'm seeing. There's a connection here. It's already fallen into our lap, and we need to do a little attending to it because we're at risk of doing something, some kind of permanent damage. And we're kind of in our illusion, delusion, confusion. It's more ignorance and stupidity, maybe a little tiny bit of fear. I don't understand that, but that's what I'm seeing. And they might feel like they're just an option when really they need to be a choice. Okay. And so we need to let them know that we care for them and that we're open to connecting. We don't need to go that far. It depends on which polarity you are, regardless of feminine assigned or identified. If you're on the feminine polarity, meaning the receptive, introverted side of the connection, you just say, like, listen, I care for you. I'd love to connect with you more. If you're on the masculine, you need to be like, I'm feeling you. I want to go through, come through, standing on business. What's the next step for us? Would you mind if I XYZ? Are you open to ABC? Would you object if I elemental P? Would it be too much if I, you know, TUV? Can I EFG with you? Uh, that, that's what I'm getting. And just a quick message to a quick prayer for all those still lost out there to illusion, delusion, confusion, trapped in the seas of time, lost somewhere in the matrix, yet to heal, yet to awaken, yet to return to the resplendent grace of the divine and the unconditional loving universal oneness vibration. I'm shocked. I'm gestupefelt. I'm disheveled here because that hit me hard. Um, I broke into gospel, priestess gospel, but gospel all the same. Listen, may you be well, may you be happy, may you be whole, may you be at peace, may you receive everything you ever wanted, starting what you deserve. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I pray that you return under serene humility, divinity, and grace with your steps ordered, your path illuminated in redemption and salvation. Until we meet again, until we meet again, Namaste, Dandava, and Ashe. Sayonara. Dasvidanya. Avida. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, leave a review, book a session, send a donation. Ciao, ciao.